We're live. I got my two screens going here. Lily wishes she had her own live show. They're saying, Roger says, Lily after dark. Okay, there's James. We can start now. James is the only reason why I'm doing this live show. I have my jammies on. I was ready to go to bed. I got a text from James saying, hey, you going live? Yeah, I guess so. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, well, this is an impromptu last-minute decision to go live. I'm calling it Mark After Dark because there is GB No After Dark. Chris is busy with something else. And hey, Brad. And he wrote me beginning of the week and said, hey, you going live Thursday? I said I wasn't thinking about it because the training room was still, I didn't get a chance to get in the training room. We had plans this weekend. So, hey, Floyd, Ronald. So I get into the training room to do things that I wanted to do. Oh, thanks, John. It's not Thursday. I did this. Forgot. I used to do the StreamYard thing. I appreciate that. You're good for me to go. So I said, I'll think about it because I asked him, I said, do you think people just watch me make it work on my track plan? He says, yeah. Okay. So tonight rolled around and I was kind of dozing and hemming and hawing. And then James texted me and said, hey, you going live tonight? I said, all right, well, that's two people. That's enough for me. So I do know there's another live show going on right now. So I'm not offended if you hop in and hop out. We'll see how this goes. Basically, I just, oh, thanks, Roger. I had so much fun last Thursday that I thought, what the heck? It's nice to catch up with you guys. I'm so busy during the week with school and stuff. Hey, Kenneth, welcome. So what I'm going to do, let's see, what worked last time. I'm going to open up AnyRails 7. I'm just going to jump right into it. I have no announcements to make. Although I'll make one announcement. James, I'm not sure if you saw it because you didn't reply, but I sent you some pictures of the new Rapido, what is it, the CF7? Those ugly Santa Fe's. They posted on Instagram, so I sent you a post, I guess. I don't know, I forwarded it to you. There's so many darn color schemes in the new Santa Fe ones. I'm about to buy all 4. But I got no track to run them on. Okay, let's just jump into it here. Let's see. Share screen. Inception. Just going to confirm. All right. If you listen real closely, you can hear Lily chewing on a bone. She's really asleep now, but okay, again, if you want to get my attention, the best way to do it is put @mmrails and it should highlight. Make it 2 levels, but 2 separate layouts. John, no joke, I did think about that, but I'm having a hard time making 1 level, so we'll see. But yeah, I did think about that. Lily After Dark. Yeah, she wished she had her own live show. But yeah, if I did 2 levels, I wouldn't do a helix, obviously. The whole train would be a helix. It's too small in there. But I thought, and not even 2 levels, but like a top shelf layout. That makes sense. Just one track, a little bit of scenery, and just have like a passenger train going around. Because this layout's not going to be built for a passenger. Hey, Anthony, welcome. Again, I'm looking down because I have my phone here. I have the chat open because I'm not savvy enough to have the StreamYard's chat and AnyRails 7 open. So this is the trial version. If you can see that. I figure why pay for it? I use this like every 7 years. So this red line, this is my edge of the bench work. So you walk in here, to the left here, that's where I have my vacuum up against the wall. Let's do the duct lift here. And I used to have a little indent right here. That was my control panel. So I may regret not having a space for my control panel, like a little space, but we'll see. Boston Tiaras are a show of their own, that's for sure. So I pulled this out, which makes it harder to reach this corner here. So I don't think I'm going to have an industry as previously planned. Just going to be another track run back here and some scenery. But this is a lot of space here. I can put a lot in here. And this is all the same dimensions, I think, around here. I may have made it a bit bigger on this side, I forget. So basically the same kind of bench work. There's a little dip here, as you know. I thought the red line was your track. No, the only track right now is this here. And so previously, if you remember, I had a double, like a double track kind of. So I'm going to try a single track duck lift, duck under lift out, whatever. So this is my starting point. And I'm not really sure where to go from here. I have a few other like drafts. I call this draft 7, but this could be like 12. So for sure, this is going to go here. It might move, up or down. Ideally, I want it right in the middle, just for aesthetics. But hey, Dwight, do you have a place for a helix? No. Unless the helix is like 13-inch curves. And even if it had room for a helix, I'm not doing 2 levels. I don't even have, I can't even get 1 level down. Breslow train show, I saw that, John. What's with the trend of just doing train shows on a Sunday? Why not all weekend or like a Saturday? What's up with that? My wife and I were talking, we'll do this every year, talk about going to a train show in Southern Ontario, but it's a lot for with 2 little dogs. For
a day, too.
Yeah, just for a day, too. It'd be nice if it was on a Saturday, because we would go down Friday, sleep there Friday, and then go Saturday and come back Sunday. But now the show's Sunday, because again, we're looking at the Kitchener show. I think it'd be a bit bigger than Breslow. Hamilton layout tour on Saturday. Ooh. Yeah, I wish more were on a Saturday. Yeah, I don't get it. So, with the trial version, you can only have a certain limit of pieces on your layout or your track plan. So I tend to do. That's Shani growling if you hear.
Shani, she's beating up her sister. Leave her alone.
Oh yeah. It's witching hour. Dad's going live? Okay. Let's get rowdy.
Let's fight. Honest to God.
Yeah. Flesherton was last Saturday. Not many people showed up. Yeah, not many people show up because no one knows where Flesherton is. Flesherton, never even heard of it. Hey, Danny. Welcome to Mark After Dark. Where I got bags under my eyes. Talk like a zombie. Okay, so
Jenny, stop hurting her. Jenny.
this is what I do. It feels like there's too many train shows. Is that just a thing? Yeah, I agree. It's like every weekend there's a train show down Southern Ontario. That's why. So Chris, John, you guys are train show aficionados. What's probably like the biggest one in that area? Hey, Derek.
Jenny.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. You could just what I do is I have I do one industry and save the file, and then open up another blank one and do another industry. So throw ways around it. And basically, I just kind of like
Jenny.
what Chris does. He just takes a piece of paper and draws out his plan. But I don't want to do that because then when you transfer that paper onto the foam, whatever, things don't work out that well for me. So I really want to make sure things are going to fit. So I'm going to curve flex. I think you guys are going to freak out, but I think I'm going 24. So I can squeeze more in. And then I'm going to do, I think, let's say 45. That's all right. Yeah, Woodstock and Kitchener. Okay. Well, no promises, but we talked about going to Kitchener.
Oh, Kitchener. Yay, Kitchener, yay, Waterloo.
We love it down there. And
Why? Why? Why do we love it?
Because there's train shows. You want to see John and his
No.
Boston Terriers?
Why do we love it? Why do we love it?
Because my wife went to Waterloo University, and it's the best university in
In the whole
Ontario,
world, yay!
if not Canada.
You got it.
Yeah.
Atta boy.
Lily,
Lily.
she's catwalking the island.
Okay. Not too bad.
Ancaster. Yeah, I've been to Ancaster. I went more for the people. I met up with Chris, Dave, and 2 other Chris's. Floyd says hi.
Hi.
You should do a live show here. You're more interested than I am.
I'm not more.
I'm brain dead right now.
I'm not more.
Making a track plan is stressful enough. Now with like 24 people watching, it's even more stressful. This is not a good idea. Who thought it was a good idea? Jeepers. See, even with the 24 inch radius here, it comes so close to the wall. If I move that up. Anyway. Scott Rails, are you allowed to stream more than once a month? Oh, I'll let you know. Don't stop me yet. But the quality does diminish with each live show a month. Zero planning has gone in tonight. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'll do this. Make it bigger. Here we go. Oh man. As my students would say, this is cringy. I am not good at this stuff. Big one coming up in Burlington on October 9th. I saw that too. It's part of the real rails. What did Roger say? Are you doing the same duck lift? Well, not the same idea, but just one track. We'll see. If I have room for 2 tracks, then maybe. What the heck? Hello, Great Lakes Rail Division. Roger's digging the chomping and slobbering sounds. Mark, are you familiar with AnyRail? I am familiar with AnyRail. It doesn't look like I am, but I am. Please let Mark do a hole in the wall. Yeah.
Asking me, let you do something?
Yeah, Laura's not stopping for the hole in the wall. It's the condo has rules.
Imagine that. You don't want you to drill into somebody else's condo.
I might, you know what? They just want to see me drill a hole in the wall. I might just do that, not run a train through it. I told them, I said, one wall is the closet. That's a no-go. The other wall goes into the hallway. The other wall, I thought went to the neighbors, but it's not the neighbors. It's actually a stairwell. So that's a no-go. And the other wall will go like literally into the fridge. Instant access to the fridge from the train room.
That's what we need, more appliances.
So I'm
Tell
not
me
putting a
your
hole in the
appliance
wall.
story.
Come up with a new joke. Stick with the second level. Hey, John. School through River Valley. Welcome.
Tell them your appliance story.
Hey, Floyd does. Yeah, Floyd's right. There is a hole in the wall. It's got a door attached to it. It's a big hole. Tell them my appliance story. We got new appliances. We're getting new
No,
appliances.
it's our wash machine.
Yeah.
Days without it.
Anthony Borden, welcome. Just farting around here on AnyRail. Basically giving you guys a venue to chat, catch up. So here's my piece of flex track. This is, so I'm going to stick with Code 83 because I'm going to try and reuse some of my old stuff. I'm going to try. I would prefer Code 100 because Code 83 is low. But alas, here we are. And I'm going to try again 24-inch radius. This is my, okay, that's the wall. Curve. Let's do 90 degrees at 24. There we go. There we go. Unfortunately, this our room's kind of so small, it's all curves. There's no real good place to put like a railway crossing or switches. Code 100 is bulletproof, but Code 83 looks way better. Huh, okay. I am Code 183 with no issues. So James, nothing like gets caught. I had a few couplers get caught on the Code 83. Connect that. Yeah, there we go. There, look at that. It's a great start. Cut off the trip pins and damage my expensive locomotives. Roger, you're so crazy. Hey, Eugene, welcome. Just the couplers. Yeah, I guess you're gonna replace those. I wonder if I can do this. So if a train derails in the corner here, it's going to be a bit of a drag to reach over. Didn't plan that out very well. Curve flex. Let's go 45 this time. 24. Nice. Zoom in again so you can see. Oh, S curve around the corner. Oh yeah. So ideally I would want it a little closer to the wall, unless I put an industry here. But again, reaching like from here, can you put people in this thing?
You're good.
Insert, add image. That's not what I want. Object libraries. So let's say you're standing here. Oh my goodness. And there's a industry here. Oh, this is Mark After Dark. Who's this? Mr. Lee? With a continuous loop with sidings, you can either have the main line front and center with signs behind, or the main line in the back with each siding in the front forming the vista. Yeah. Hey, rail artist. I prefer signs in the front as well. I'm going to have to do both. Yeah, I like signs in the front, just easier to switch. There's no reaching. When I reach over, I usually knock things over. Hey, Dave. So one option, straight-ish, straighten out a little bit. I know that when you stand here and face this way, what are the arrows in here? Well, you know what? To answer Derek's question, are you familiar with AnyRail? Maybe not. I just do very, very basic stuff. Okay. Anyway, if you're facing to the left here, over here, I know that it's easy to reach to this wall. I can touch that wall pretty easily. Shouldn't sidings be, I don't know, on the side? Good one. Dave, you've not missed anything. My last layout, I knew I was going to model my parents' house and the Via Rail. So I had a good starting point. I don't know where to start. I just know I'm going to do the duct lift here. And I want some industries. So that's why I'm kind of, I don't know where to start. Mark, did you make a mock-up on paper first? It helps. No, I didn't. I don't have to the mock-up. And I was looking at track planners. They're expensive. Jeez. Mark, why is your bench work deep at this end? I don't know. Why not? More space. I don't have the luxury of, yes, ideally, you want to have this width all the way around, but the room's not big enough for that. Could do an outer low blue for passenger. I did that already. Been there, done that. Never ran passenger trains that much. Thought I would, didn't. That deep end is where industry should go. Yeah. Right here. The drag is, and I'll show you, I'm not, I don't see it, but the drag is to have industries here. So let's say we put in some industries. Ideally, you want them facing this way, right? Parallel to, or somewhat parallel to this benchwork. Something like that. It's just hard to get in from here. It's not sharp. So even if I started, like I want to start here, which is an option, I guess, too. Oh my gosh.
It's what you got for Shannon.
Yeah, I know.
It's up to nobody. Anytime she comes out.
Hey, Chris. What if we did one big industry and work it with a switcher? Yeah, I thought about that too. Yeah, I'm not worried about reaching, actually. Just the only part here is reaching is here. It's going to be hard for me. I think I got a steps tool. Yeah, I prefer switching layout. So you see what I'm saying? Or do you not see what I'm saying? Hey, Big C. A steel mill would be cool. I wish I never sold my steel mill. Probably won't see them again. Roger says maybe flats against the wall. Yeah, like here. I've seen layouts where, like, they squeeze a lot into small space. I don't have the vision. I can't do it. I just keep seeing my old layout, which is a drag. I need some fresh eyes. But like I was saying, track planners are expensive. Holy mackerel. Oh, there you go. I have a full steel mill for him if he wants. Derek says avoid the S curve. Why is that? Need at least a full car length of straight track between the two curves. You think so? That's too dangerous here? Isn't that a wall on the deep end? This is a wall here. Wall, wall, wall. Sorry, we can't see that very well. Wall, wall. So my old layout, the track went way here, like this, like almost to the wall. So I just don't know how to get to an industry that would be here. Flats, eh? Or just go flats. I might just do that. One of my track plans has, so this is either, I think the main line would go like this, and this would be a switch off. Something like that. And then I can do a switch like this. Another parameter that I have, and what some of you guys are going to think, oh my God, Mark, just forget about it. Another parameter I have is I'm trying to think about not having front nose switching. Whose birthday is that?
Sorry, Krista. I didn't realize we played solo. Sorry.
It's okay. They sound depressed. I can squeeze a less track in there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't. What's it called when the switcher pulls the cars from the front? I hate that. Put a switch in the S curve that leads to that spot. A switch in the S curve? In here? Thought about that too. Put a switch. Just grabs one. No, whatever. Yeah, one of my track plans has that. So something like that. And then you can come off. Oh, like this. Yeah. And then so I'm going to run a scenario through. Let's do one of these. So as I do my track plan, I just kind of run through an imaginary operation sesh to see what it looked like. Makes sense. So the train's coming up here, and we'll say it switches off into this industry, siding comes around, and we'll just say it's like pulling 4 or 5 cars, and it wants to get to this industry here. So it has to go past the switch all the way down here, stop about here, hit the switch, then reverse in into this industry here. Then it would drop off. And then locomotive would continue out of here back onto the main. Come off the track by the bump out of the wall. So here. Even here. I was thinking of put my yard here. Mark, will you do a main line? No, I don't think so. But we'll see. It was nice running 2 trains last time. And then imagination. Whee. Whoa, what happened there? What the? Anyway. Some sidings, yeah. If you don't have a run around, then make the sidings all the same direction. Yeah, that's so. I think you get what I'm trying to say. It's not a big deal, but when I run trains at the club and I'm doing an operating session, and like I have to pull the cars by the front of the locomotive. I don't know, it weirds me out. I don't like it. It's like high noses. Why? Why? So I prefer. I'm just not a fan of the look. It operates the same way, but for the trains going backwards, I don't like it. So that's what I was trying. I really tried to do with my old layout. Is that there was none of that front pulling. It was all like just the regular pull from the back. I don't know what it's called. Which means like I would rather have. And one of my track plans that I did, I have 2 local sheds. So the idea is one local is to go like, counterclockwise, and the other locomotive will go clockwise. That's how weird I am, I guess. It's dumb. I have to get over that, I think. And then this would join like that. Whoa, there we go. That's not right. What's this guy doing? Our Wi-Fi went out at school today, so like teachers, students, we were all just like, what do we do? What do we do now? What do we do? There's no Wi-Fi. What do we do? We can't do anything. True story. We all get very flustered when the Wi-Fi goes out. Geez, this is like watching a car wreck. That's prototypical. My God. I just want to. There, I mean, just whatever. Two locomotives, both facing opposite direction. Yeah. Option 2. I always had backups for Wi-Fi. I had an overhead projector and transparencies of notes and images just in case. Oh man. I did a hotspot for my phone. I just used my data. What the heck? So this is again. So some are saying not to do the S curve. But if I don't know if I can afford to put an industry in here. Other option is just don't put any track here, I guess. This seems like a waste of space, but I could put some scenery. or kits. So, so yeah, basically it's going to come around, excuse me, and then have industries come off. I want to put an industry, I thought maybe, excuse me, here. So same idea as up here, just down here against this wall. Just like that. That S curve should be fine. Hey, Bob. I would only eliminate the S curve if you plan scenery, big scenery in that corner. Yeah. I don't know. What I might do is print things out when I have all the foam down, which hopefully this weekend, but no promises. Once the foam's down, I can start maybe printing some switches and laying some track and just getting an idea of what's going to work and what's not going to work. So industry here somehow, and then industry here maybe, or behind the main line. But again, it's so hard to get behind because of the radius. You know what? Let me pull up some of my old track plans. You can see what I've been working on. So 1.1. Yes. Law track. This is 1.1. Let's see what we got here. So you can see my duct lift here comes a little lower. Well, here it's in the middle. Over here it's down a bit. Then you come around and oh, what a mess. I got switches everywhere. The switch here. So let's zoom in. I don't know what I was thinking. This, I think, was for a double line. Here's a yard. Jeepers. Yeah, I don't know. Then I was thinking of having a yard lead. So this is like kind of the yard here. And the yard lead would run parallel to the main line up here. All the way, and join back to the main line. That way I could have like really long trains in the yard and not worry about blocking the main line. So that was an option. But then you can see here I kind of didn't know how to get into here. The top track could be like the interchange track to introduce new cars to pick up and drop. Yeah. It's both, Mike. Call it duck lift. It's mostly duck under. Well, I'm hoping with James's technique I can do a lift out. I would really prefer not to, like my last one I put rail joiners, so it's secure in place, but then when I accidentally hit it, it wrecked my whole track. With James's method though, then you have to make sure electricity is running because there's no joiners, but we'll see. Try a very clear one. Let's see what was 1.2. Oh my God. It's like spaghetti. A dog's breakfast. Here's one with the two local sheds. So I was gonna have like CN here. So you come out and you're going, I guess, clockwise. Come over here facing this way, and then you start to go this way around the layout. And up here, like the Santa Fe, you go counterclockwise this way. And this one like has an industry here and here. And so I just have to do these random tracks because the train would come. Let's see if I can make a bigger cursor. Too big. There we go. So the train would come in to the yard with the cars, and to get here, it has to come here, this random track, and then back up into the industries. So I don't like this phantom track here, but you kind of need it, right? Back up, unload, come out, and then back onto the main line. And I want you to come in, I want to come in nose first, because if you back in, then your cars end up here, and then you come in frontwards with the cars behind you, and there's no runaround track, so your locomotive's stuck. One spur, many industries. Yeah. The other option is put an actual industry here, like you said. So when you come in, well, no, you come in nose first. So there's cars here. You can't really drop them off because then your locomotive's stuck unless this kept going, which is possible for a cross piece here. But again, the cross pieces, I found these cool track plans online. I'm like, oh, just put a cross piece. And I'm like, Pico doesn't make that cross piece. In fact, no one makes that. You made that cross piece up. The angles are very tricky. Because Chris was saying you should put like 2 industries here. So the idea is, he showed me again on his napkin. Where'd that go? Look, that's small. A little sidebar here. So something like this. He's saying, oh my gosh, why won't this move? Can you not move it? There we go. Holy. I can see Bob's frustration with this thing. Oh my God, forget it. Just use imagination. 2 industries here, one here, and Chris said put a cross that you come in from this way, from up top, switch here, operate, or come down here, come in, switch. There. I spent like maybe an hour, 2 hours trying to come up with a track plan that would do that because it sounds really cool. Couldn't do it. That makes it work like plausible or possible. Lots of industries share the same siding. Yeah, that's not a problem. I don't mind doing that. How the blue with the backdrop, I see it's a track. Yeah. Anyway. So many options, I just don't know what to do. And I'm really trying, it's so hard, but I'm really trying, like Denny is saying lately, you know, perfect is the enemy of done or good. And I'm really trying just to do it. Like my backdrop's not perfect, but it's done. Because my last layout didn't have backdrop all around. Now it does, so that's great, it's done. So the track plan doesn't be perfect. I just want to be done, but I want something that's going to work. I'll be happy with. So it's hard to fit in everything I want. I think I showed you. 1 second. I'm gonna. It's not saved anymore. I can't commit. Yeah, it's so hard. Oh, I got rid of it. But I think on one of the GV After Darks, I think I shared the track plan I was kind of mimicking. But again, it's hard to actually, like, it just shows, it doesn't show what track they use, it just shows lines. Well, that's great, but so I was trying to go off that. I think it was a 10 by 10 layout, some industries, the yard. Trackside Mike, how are you? So glad to see you. We missed you in the last after show party. Are you only wanting Pico track? Yeah, I'm gonna reuse what I have, so I'm sticking with Pico or Pecco. Let's pull up another one, shall we? This is 1.2. Let's what was behind door number 3. Kind of the same stuff. Here you can see that I so the 2 sheds. But here I have an industry up here, which is going to be great. I think I can reach there. And an industry here. So where's my train? Let's bring up my train. Oh, forget. So you're coming, let's say from the bottom up. And you go in nose first. Don't like it. At the back end. And this one has to be back ends. They both can't be back end. So I don't know, like, mark it over it. It's not a big deal. But, you know, seriously, well, I guess, yeah, I guess when you have to push the cars in. Yeah, I guess it's pushing and pulling, right? That's the term I'm looking for. Looks good. Nail it. We're not hanging that picture here, Mike. Atlas makes those crossovers, is why I asked. Oh. Yeah. Well, there's Pico crossovers too, but I couldn't get the right angles. It wouldn't, like, you know, because you have like angles like this, this, this. It was tight. Is there any elevation change in this plan? No, sorry. Not this time. I'm keeping it flat. So another parameter I have is I want my yard straight. I did a curved yard last time. So hard to couple cars. So I want straight. So this is not what I'm thinking about here. And I always think, like, okay, if I have a big yard, then I'll do some operating in the yard. Maybe I won't, but maybe I will. Just move cars around, you know. Classify them, if you will. Just reading the chat. Sorry, got my phone out here reading the chat. I only see AnyRail on my screen. I don't see StreamYard. So let's go back here. I'll show you my thinking for the industry here. So again, you're coming from up here. You're pulling cars. You come into this industry. And now, so we have the same thing here, but now this kind of phantom track joins up to the main line. So you can pull in, hit the switch, back up, drop the cars off, go forward, and instead of backing out on the main line, this way you can just keep going forward on the main line here. That's my thinking there. If you're coming from this side, from up, switch, come down, then again, unless you're pushing, you can't really drop off the cars unless you if you're pulling, unhook here, drive here, main line, back up all the way around here, then come in behind them and push them, which I don't like to do. Again, I don't mind doing that, but again, you just go on the main line, which I don't know, not a big deal. I just like backing up, dropping off, and getting out of there. What else we got? That's pretty much all. They're all kind of the same. What's behind door number 4? Holy! Jeez. That's what the inside of my brain looks like. Oh, this is the one where I was trying to do Chris's thing. Chris's idea. Bring it over here. Yeah, industry down here. Oh, we'll zoom in too much. Industry up here, industry again, like, be so cool. I just couldn't get. Trust me here. You see what I mean? Like the radius just wouldn't work. It was just too sharp, and it's not worth it. Like 13-inch radius. And basically connect here. That's the idea. And this would join here. So if you can see that, but the red there, that means like, yeah, it's too sharp. Not going to happen. And then you come off that piece here. So anyway, that's in a nutshell. But I tried so many different variations. I mean, maybe it's possible. I couldn't do it. Go N scale. Yeah. Bob says when he uses any rail, I'm constantly getting warnings. I'm too tight. Yeah. Dennis. Long time no see. Harrison. Did you test the 30 or 25 degree cross? Which one's this one? It says 2-inch. Again, I think I just tried Pico's crossing. How big are the squares? I think the 1x1. I think. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, squares are 1 foot by 1 foot. Looks like a 45. This is a 45. I think I did try other ones. I think. Here it is. Try this one too. This is even worse. Because again, I don't know. Like, maybe it's possible. Looks great on Chris's napkin, but when you could actually get down to the science and the math. And you can click on it and see. I think is it details? Here we go. So the minimum radius is 31. That's good. This one will go here. Of course, not to make a liar out of me. Oops. Huh. This would work. Hey, Floyd, thanks for popping in, dropping in, stopping by, and hopping by. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. What time? 9 o'clock. Okay. Time flies when you're just farting around here, eh? Again, I spend hours just trying to do things and avoid the red lines as much as possible. So again, this looks like it's going to work, but again, I don't want this part of my main line. So how do I get to this? This has to come off like the main line here. Well, maybe I'll try it again. This has promise, but for some reason, I remember like I tried so many things that wasn't working for me. I think it's because I wasn't sure how to get off the main line to this here. See all these switches here? Anyway. There we go. Thanks for all your input. Appreciate it. Thanks for hopping in. Again, it's just spur of the moment. I was like, yeah, why not? Got a few ideas from you. Appreciate that. Just want to see if I missed anything. I don't think so. Past my bedtime. Yeah. See you, Mike. We'll miss you at the after show again. Stick around for the after show. Hey, Russ. I'm just wrapping things up, unfortunately. Thanks, James. So we're October next month, next week. And Thursday, I believe, it's going to be Denny and Scalistopia. So check them out Thursday night, 8 p.m. After that, not entirely sure if Chris is going to go. Excuse me. He's been so busy with work. But we should know by next week. So stay tuned for that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Hopefully, when I do go live again, it'll be in the train room. We'll see. Thanks, Derek. I appreciate that. What? Yup as in, yep, I'm not going live, or yep, I'm going live? Chris is scheduled to go second week of October. I think there's 5 weeks in October, so we'll see. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go back to 2. Let's see. Let's play some music to get out of here. Feeding the Ducks. Good night. Have a good weekend. Take care.